everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. I am Nuzhat Sana. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attend the quizzes on this app for better practice, and after that you can also read the detailed explanation of the questions you have missed. For regular updates, please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. Also, our latest initiative is UPSC Prelims Test Series for 2021 and 2022 in GK Today Academy app. So if you are appearing in UPSC Prelims, you may consider joining this. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 25th of May 2021. Starting with very first question. What is the name of the campaign launched by India and UNICEF to engage young people address COVID crisis? So as we know that country is facing very difficult times in this COVID-19 crisis. So this is the initiative taken by CBSE, UNICEF, Ministry of Youth Affairs as well as Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So they have collectively initiated this program, and the focus is to encourage young people across the country to address the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. Means they want to invite young people to come on the platform and join them or help them in tackling this COVID-19. Okay, and for this CBSE is going to train 5 million young people on what things like how to encourage more registration for vaccination, how to give mental health support to people, or we are seeing that there is a lot of misinformation regarding cases of COVID. So how to tackle all that problems. So CBSE will train 5 million people, 5 million young warriors in these things, and these 5 million people will impact 50 million others. Okay, so this is the basic motto. Talking about UNICEF, its headquarters is in New York, and right now its head is Henrietta H. Fore. One extremely important question is, last year we have heard about Youth Ambassador of UNICEF India, if you remember. So it was first time when UNICEF has decided its first youth ambassador, and who was she? Our famous athlete Hima Das. So that's why Hima Das was very much in news that time. And also we celebrate UNICEF Day on 11th of December because on this day UN General Assembly has created UNICEF in the year 1946. And what's the reason why UN developed this UNICEF? So as to improve health, nutrition, education and welfare of children who were affected due to World War II. So not very much relevant, but it's just the basic knowledge like how UNICEF got formed. Okay, so this campaign name is Young Warrior. Okay, now here process is also given like how an individual can become a young warrior. For that you have to send a message on this number, and there is a further process which you have to follow, and after that you can say that you are a young warrior. Okay, so if you are interested you can join this campaign. Question number 2. Sundar Lal Bahuguna, who passed away recently, was a famous, I think everyone knows this personality, Sundar Lal Bahuguna. He was famous environmentalist and recently he died at the age of 94 years. Which famous movement is associated with this personality? It is Chipko movement. So he used to follow the Gandhian form of protest, and this was a movement against deforestation. What he used to do, whenever there are some people there in Uttarakhand for the purpose of cutting trees, they used to go and hug the trees tightly. Okay, so that was called as Chipko movement. So the first case of Chipko movement arose in Chamoli district, which was earlier the part of UP, but now it is a part of Uttarakhand, and it started in 1973. And after his lot of efforts, finally government put a ban on commercial felling of trees above 30-degree slope and the trees which are greater than 1000 MSL, that is mean sea level. Sundar Lal Bahuguna is also known for his campaign against Tehri Dam, which is on Bhagirathi river. Also he is known because he undertook one of India's largest fast after independence, and that was for greater than 56 days. One more reason why we know him, because he take 4800 kilometers Padyatra from Kashmir to Kohima. Why? To bring attention to the entire Himalayan region. So these are the events why Sundar Lal Bahuguna is very important, and also he is Padma Vibhushan awardee. He got this famous award in 2009. So yes, some people die but their souls remain forever. Moving on to question number 3. Which country played host to the meeting of BRICS Astronomy Working Group, that is BAWG, held in May 2021? So this was very easy question if you know that this year from 2021 India has taken the host seat of BRICS group. So correct answer is option number A, that is India. So this was 7th meeting hosted online from May 19 to 20. What happened in this meeting? Actually in this meeting the participants agreed to develop a flagship project in this area. And also they recommended networking of various type of telescopes in member countries and creating a regional data network. And this meeting was coordinated by IUCAA, that is Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics. And also it was supported by DST, that is Department of Science and Technology. BRICS countries everyone know: Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Which is the latest country that had joined this group? It is South Africa. It has joined this BRIC in 2010. And because India has assumed the BRICS presidency from January 2021, that's why India is to host every BRICS meeting from now onwards. Few days back, BRICS was also in news because first ever BRICS Employment Working Group was held virtually and it was also hosted by India. In this meeting, various things were discussed like participation of women in labor force, then how to formalize the labor markets so that we can stop the exploitation of laborers. So these are the points which were discussed in this group. And also BRICS was in news because National Investment Agency, that is NIA, recently held a 2-day virtual meeting with BRIC countries. Why? To tackle the problem of misuse of internet by terrorists. And again it was hosted by India. So the focus was how to stop the terrorists by misusing our internet, then how artificial intelligence can be enhanced more, and how to stop dark web exploitation of social media. So these were the points which were discussed in this meeting. Again BRICS was in news because BRICS Finance Minister meet was held in April month and again India hosted it. So this was held to focus a strengthening intra-BRICS cooperation based on continuity and consolidation. Means the BRICS countries want there has to be a smooth and a strong cooperation in between the BRICS countries. Fine. So please try to remember all these points. Question number 4. When is the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development observed every year? So when is this day celebrated? It is observed on 21st of May. So in 2001, UNESCO adopted the Universal Declaration on Cultural Diversity. And from 2002, we celebrate this day. Actually, the reason is 3/4 of all the conflicts that is happening right now in the world, they are somewhere due to cultural dimensions. Means we have different type of culture and that's why it leads to conflicts many a times. So to bridge this gap so that people can understand each other's culture, so we celebrate this day so that people can understand that cultures may be different but there is no point in fighting for it, and bridging the gap between these cultures is urgent and necessary for our peace, stability as well as development. So that's why we celebrate this day. One question for you, can you tell me when do we celebrate International Missing Children's Day? Let me give you a hint, it is celebrated in this month itself. Do answer me and let me know in the comments. Question number 5. O.P. Bharadwaj, who passed away recently, was the first Dronacharya awardee coach of which sports? This picture is of O.P. Bharadwaj and he was India's first Dronacharya awardee coach in boxing. And recently he died after completing his 82 beautiful years and he got this award in 1985. Actually, he was India's national boxing coach from the year 1968 up to 1989. And also he served as a national selector. Under his coaching period, Indian boxers won medals at various events like Asian Games, Commonwealth Games and South Asian Games. So again, it's a big loss for India. We have lost this epic personality. Recently, the sport boxing was very famous. Why? Because this year in AIBA 2021 Youth World Boxing Championship, Indian women have created history. Like they have performed super well and total of 8 Indians entered into the finals and among 8 there were 7 women. So this is just amazing and all of them finally made themselves in the top position also. So this year India has rocked in this championship. Second time why it was in news? Because India has lost hosting rights for 2021 Men's World Boxing Championship. Means India will no more host this event. Why? Because India was unable to pay the host fees. So that's why India is out of this now. And third point is, have you heard about this name Roger Mayweather? He has died after completing his 58 years and he is two-time world champion turned trainer in boxing. Fine. So these are the events which you have to remember regarding sports boxing. Question number 6. Camellia sinensis plant is used to produce which beverage? So which thing is produced by this plant? Correct answer is everyone's favorite, that is tea. Actually tea is second most consumed drink. So you might be thinking what is the first drink then? It is water obviously. And International Tea Day is celebrated by UN's FAO, that is Food and Agricultural Organization. Can you tell me where does its headquarters lie? So they celebrate this day on May 21. Why this day has been chosen? This is because tea production begins in May in most of the tea producing countries. Okay. You might heard about this tea, that is Kangra tea. It is very famous and it belongs to Himachal Pradesh. Now I am writing the name of two coffees which has got GI tag recently. You have to tell me from which states they belong to. First is Chikmagalur coffee and second is Arabica coffee. So all the products which have got GI tag are very important, and earlier somewhere we have covered a lot of products there which have got GI tag, but these two coffees were not there. So in between the video, if we come to any product that has got GI tags, so we will discuss about it as well. Fine. So tell your answers in the comment section. Question number 7. SITA, the passenger service system provider of which Indian airlines, faced a massive cyber attack recently? So it is Air India. Actually Air India has started into a deal with SITA in the year 2017 to upgrade its IT infrastructure, etc. And currently SITA has faced a massive cyber attack which leads to leak of personal data of certain number of passengers. So report says data of 4.5 million passengers across the world has been registered between 11th August 2011 to 3rd of February 2021. So the persons who have registered between this time period, their data may be affected and may be hacked by these cyber attackers. Air India company has been started in 1949 and the headquarters of SITA lies at Geneva, Switzerland. Can you tell me the name of two organizations, the headquarters of which lies also in Geneva? Okay, do let me know in the comments. There are various type of other cyber attacks as well. Very famous are spear phishing, then malware, social engineering, DSR, etc. DSR was very much in news few days back if you remember. Can you tell me the full form of DSR? And the recent attack which was very strong was on Microsoft, and after which it reported that cyber crooks are using COVID-19 situation in 2020 to defraud people using all these methods in various countries. Okay, so cyber attacks are becoming very popular these days and it is a very big threat to everyone. Can you tell me who is Microsoft CEO right now? Question number 8. The Large High Altitude Air Shower Observatory, which is also called as LHAASO, which detected gamma rays from cosmic sources, is situated in which country? So this is LHAASO, that is LHAASO. Actually it is a gamma ray and cosmic ray observatory located at which place? Daoqing, which lies in China. This observatory has been designed to observe air showers that are triggered due to gamma rays and cosmic rays. This report has been published in journal Nature, and it says that gamma rays with such high energy have never been detected before in our Milky Way galaxy. More than 530 photons at energies above 100 tera electron volts and up to 1.4 PeV, that is peta electron volts, were detected in this galaxy. Fine. So that's why this observatory is in news. And we celebrate our International Astronomy Day on May 2nd. Few days back, if you remember, space hurricanes were in news. Why? Because at this place, scientists have recently observed an unknown type of phenomena. And what was it? Here they find a very huge swirling mass of plasma which was rolling for almost 8 hours in our Earth's atmosphere. And the very strange part about this hurricane was it was raining electrons continuously rather than water. Okay, so that's why this hurricane was in news. Question number 9. Geranium mountain range, which was making news recently for massive forest fires, is located in which country? Actually, this was one of the biggest forest fire and it is located in Greece. Actually, Greece has been facing violent forest fire every summer, each year. Why? Because it is fanned by its dry weather, strong winds and high temperature, as we know that Greece is a hot region. So 200 of firefighters have battled with it and finally they are able to control it. Last month we have heard that there was forest fire in Mizoram as well, and two places were affected mostly. First is Mizoram's capital, that is Aizawl, and second is Lung Lake. Then one more thing why fire was in news. It is because of VIIRS, that is Visible Infrared Imaging Radiometer Sleuth. Actually it is a type of alert. So actually this is a weather monitoring equipment which are placed into the satellites, and according to this alert it says that India records 82,170 forest fire alerts in a very short span of time from April 1 to April 14, which is nearly double what India has expected. So that's why this thing was pretty in news. You have to remember the full form of this acronym. Fine. Talking about Greece, its capital is Athens and its currency is euro. Coming to last question, Global Health Summit has been co-hosted by which country and the European Commission? So which country has hosted this event? Other than European Commission, it is Italy. So a lot of things were discussed in this meeting, and one important thing that was discussed in it was Rome Declaration. So this is a keyword which we have to remember regarding this summit, and also here the world leaders highlighted that how much it is now important to share the financial burden so as to remove the funding gap for the vaccination. Okay, and in the summit it was also noted that risk of more transmission variants has increased, with 9 people losing their lives to COVID-19 per 1 minute. So it is very depressing. And also there was this ACT acceleration, which means access to COVID-19 tools and accelerator. So basically it is a global collaboration to produce and develop COVID-19 diagnostic. So not very relevant, only you have to remember that this was organized and hosted by European Commission as well as Italy. Okay. Now it's time for today's quiz. You can see 5 questions on this slide and they have been taken from past 2-3 days current affairs. I hope you will answer each of them. Once this video ends, you have to tell me how much you have scored in this 5. Okay. Let's read the questions. First question is, 90% of the world's rhino population is found in which country? So which country has topped in rhino population? Second is, Jane Goodall, who is seen in the news recently, is the awardee of which famous prize? So recently this personality has got a prize and you have to identify which prize has been given to him. Okay. Third is, Viper, which is seen in news regarding space exploration, is a robot proposed by which agency? So which agency has proposed this robot which is used for space exploration? That you have to tell. Then fourth question is, which country has given the name Yas to the cyclone in the Bay of Bengal? This question is very important and previously we have talked about it when we talked about cyclone Tauktae as well. So do tell me, both of these names were given by which countries? And the last question is, which international organization has proposed a $50 billion global vaccination plan? So for the vaccination plan at international level, which organization has tried to help and initiated $50 billion from his side? So read all of these questions carefully and try to answer each of them. And please don't forget to tell me how much you scored. Okay. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet tomorrow again with most important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned and please give a thumbs up if you find the content useful. And also don't forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.